Welcome to SDSU Live, a live stream video production of San Diego State University. I'm your host, Lorena Nava-Ruggiero, and today I'm speaking with Erica Johnson, Associated Students Green Commissioner and a student environmentalist. Erica, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. Happy Earth Day.
Yes, happy Earth Day. So obviously there's plenty of activity going on here on campus today. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, today's a really exciting day. We actually have the first farmers market to ever take place at SDSU happening along the walkway right here. We have over 60 environmentally conscious businesses that are promoting green jobs, sustainability, and their products, of course. Later today, we're doing a lot of educational awareness for students, trying to mitigate usage of plastic water bottles and get students to transition into reusable water bottles. And then tonight we're going to have a concert, and we have a big solar stage that's going to be on the Campanile Field, and so that's really exciting. Bands will be competing to have a place in the Elemental Experience, which is a Stay Classy event, so it'll be really awesome.
Very cool. Now, and this isn't the first kind of green event that we've had on campus. Last week was a really big event for Associated students, especially with Green Fest.
Yeah, actually, the students have really taken a strong leadership role in this environmental movement here on campus, and we had the first ever Green Fest last week, which has taken place of AzFest. So instead of focusing just on student pride, we're now focusing on sustainability awareness and student pride. So we've really brought a cause into the event, and it's actually doing really, really well. We're excited about it.
Very cool. Now, AS is involved in a lot of different sustainability efforts here on campus, and one of those is Green Love. Can you talk a little bit about what Green Love is and how it all started?
Yeah, definitely. So Green Love Sustainability Advisory Board was chartered last year in March. It's been such an amazing thing to be a part of. So Associated Students has been really progressive, one of the most progressive collegiate student bodies in environmentalism actually in the nation. We've institutionalized sustainability by incorporating the Green Love Board, and what we do is we make recommendations on how to allocate funds towards sustainable upgrades on campus. Last year we had a student fee referendum, a programming fee referendum, which increased student fees by approximately $20, or by $20, and what that did is it generated revenues, approximately $250,000 of which will be going to sustainable upgrades on campus. So right now, the projects that we have being installed, we're doing a huge PV solar array on the side of the Aquaplex. We're doing solar thermal water heating systems at the ARC and at the Children's Center. We're doing a lot of water efficiency upgrades, so we're bringing in waterless urinals and low-flow toilets, which aren't the sexiest of projects, but definitely the most important for our region at this point in time. We're doing a water reclamation project at the Mission Bay Aquatic Center. Actually, the Mission Bay Aquatic Center is our Star and Shining facility. We just won an award at the Sandy Awards. We won a second place award for at the San Diego Energy Efficiency Awards. So it's really exciting for the university, associated students in the Mission Bay Aquatic Center.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Aquatic Center is basically all powered by solar panels right now, right?
Correct, yeah.
And that's really, really cool. Now, some of the other things that I know you guys have been working on are, getting awareness out there and starting things like academic programs. Can you talk a little bit more of kind of, like you said, not the sexy side of environmentalism, but kind of the brainy side of environmentalism here on campus?
Yeah, well, definitely the most important part is educating the students, everybody, and educating everybody on the important issues that we're going to be facing here in the future and the decisions that we're going to have to make. So yeah, we have worked with the university faculty and staff to develop a new sustainability and environmental studies major, and it's also a minor. It's a brand new program. We're really excited about it, and it's really good for students because there's a lot of different directions that they can take it. If they want to focus more on sustainability or water conservation, they can choose their path that they want to go. So it's really exciting.
And you guys have regular kind of like brown baggers, if you will, for people to learn about sustainability here on campus for faculty and staff, right?
Right, yeah. Actually, we're just launching the Green Lunch Bag series, and what that's, it's going to take place on May 9th. And wait, let me just make sure that I got that right. It might be, good thing I checked because it's May 8th.
Good.
Friday, May 8th. And it's from 11 to 1 in council chambers, and we're inviting all students, faculty, staff, all people that are interested environmentally and interested in environmentalism and incorporating it into their sustainability, or into their curriculum and into their everyday lifestyle behavior. So it's a really good way for students to come out, faculty, staff to come out and talk about what's happening here on campus, and also get some free local organic food.
Well, there's nothing wrong with free food. So, in terms of, you guys do a lot here on campus. You won the San Diego Regional Awards for Energy Efficiency, but you guys just recently went to Washington, D.C. as part of a larger trip for AS, but also incorporated some sustainability themes into that. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it was really exciting. I got a lobby, and I was kind of good at it, so that was really cool. But yeah, me and some other representatives from Associated Students that make up the lobby corps, we went to Washington, D.C. to lobby on a lot of issues, financial aid and those types of things, and obviously budget cuts. But the one that I lobbied, or the initiative that I lobbied, was HR 957, which is the Green Energy and Higher Education Act. And so it was really nice to see that we got support from both sides. And what's so nice about environmentalism is it's something, and sustainability is it's something that really everybody can come around. It's not dividing, it's not about being liberal or conservative, and it's no longer a hippie movement. It's about future generations and preserving our resources for them.
So what was it like going into Washington, D.C. and talking to, congressional representatives and going to their offices? I mean, it seems like it might be a little intimidating.
It was kind of nerve-wracking, but I knew that I know that in lobbying you have to take a really, really strong stance on it, and so I went in kind of knowing that, okay, they're gonna try to shut me down and not give me a strong answer that I want to hear the entire time. So I just kind of went in with the mentality like, can't take no for an answer.
Very cool, very cool. And I'm sure that was a very enriching experience for you personally.
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
Very cool. So, there's a lot of stuff that has been happening over the past year. What are some of the things that, AS is looking to do in the future that you hope to see happen here on campus before you graduate?
Well, I'm hoping that we continue our educational awareness campaign. That's been really, really successful for Green Love and getting the word out to the students. We've created brochures and we're giving them a lot of materials that help them modify their lifestyle behavior, so reusable water bottles, reusable bags, a lot of key campus collaboration, which has been so nice, working with Aztec Shops, Dining Services, Senate Sustainability Committee, all across. We've really been a collaborative group, and I hope to continue that. But the initiative that our board is trying to press most right now, actually, it's pertinent for today because we're doing the third reading to the AS Council for a resolution in support of LEED Platinum for the next Modern Space Student Union, which is going to take place at the one. And that gives us the opportunity to potentially have the first Platinum Student Union in the nation.
So what is LEED Platinum status mean? Because some folks might not know.
Right, so LEED is just becoming an household name where people are starting to really know what it is, but Platinum is the most rigorous, prestigious green building that you can have, and it does require a lot, and it is a very ambitious goal for Associated Students and this university and anybody that's interested in doing a green building project. It's really just taking a stance and a commitment to sustainability, aiming for the stars, and proving that it's possible, that this is the future and that green building is where it's at.
So with Modern Space, if you guys decided to implement this LEED Platinum status, what kind of modifications would there be to the building? I know there are things like, using carpet and paint that don't, leach chemical fumes out and stuff like that, or having low flow toilets. What are some of the other grander incorporations?
Right, so LEED Platinum is a point-based system, and so this newest version 3, 2009, requires 80 points to achieve LEED Platinum level, and it's across many different things from water and energy efficiency, which are obvious benefits, but there's a lot of things like purchasing your materials within a certain proximity to the site, and having a sustainable site to begin with, and incorporating innovation points too. So incorporating different types of things that are sustainable, like maybe recycled materials going into an art piece, or different types of things, you can get points for that too. So it's really across the board, but a lot of it has to do with building materials coming within a certain proximity and making sure that the entire building has taken in the carbon footprint into account.
Very cool. So that sounds like it's not just a sustainability thing, but it's really kind of like localized production, and that's good for the local economy as well.
Right, and it's definitely supporting green jobs, and also there's so many effects, I don't want to call them intangibles, but so many positive benefits for it being a LEED Platinum building. For instance, indoor air quality, increased productivity, higher results on tests, and so there's a lot of things that are kind of difficult to assign a dollar value to, but definitely something that will benefit all the students and future of SDSU.
I was going to say higher grades might definitely be in the students' interest.
I think so.
So as far as, being Green Commissioner, you started this a little bit more than a year ago in this position. How does it feel to be, completing your first year as this Green Commissioner, which was a newly created position as well?
Yeah, a brand new, newly created position. Our student body president, James Poet, has taken a really strong stance on making environmental consciousness a part of the corporate structure for Associated Students, and that's helped a lot, and having his support on being a member on his president's cabinet has been just the best experience that I've had, really. It's been so nice to work within a corporate structure, nonprofit corporate structure, and assist them in creating a sustainable business model. So it's been really, really wonderful. All of my experiences at SDSU have been just so nice, and working in such a complex system and with so much diversity, it's been truly, I think, more real-world experience than I could get in any classroom.
Definitely, and that's a big part of what the university is about, is like you don't just learn in classrooms, you learn in labs or out in the field or in internships or experiences with student organizations and stuff.
There's so much opportunity at SDSU. I'm really, really proud to be an Aztec.
Yeah, I was going to say, now for E3, which is kind of putting on the Earth Day activity today specifically, you had been a part of that organization, and they've grown a lot even over the past year themselves.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I got started in all of this and found my passion at SDSU, actually, was through Enviro Business Society. Such a progressive group of students. They started Enviro Business Society here. We're the first and only Enviro Business Society 3 years ago. Started here on campus. And when I first joined E3, it was so funny because everyone was like, environment and business, that's an oxymoron. That doesn't make any sense. And I was like, no, it makes full sense. Taking the environment into account with, obviously, the economics. It makes perfect sense, and now you see on all of the news stations, every channel you turn on, it's Toyota, everybody's going green. So it's really headed in that direction, and now Enviro Business Society is definitely seeing the success.
Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of business, I know I was watching NBC the other night, and they were doing their whole NBC Universal Green thing, and then there's the GE commercials that they show that is that holds NBC and everything, and you just see more and more businesses kind of jumping on the bandwagon, if you will, but it's also profitable, so that's a big part of it.
Right, and the most important thing is that consumers really drive those profits and where the direction of these businesses are going. So by purchasing sustainable products, by buying recycled toilet paper and paying the extra 50 cents, we're really making it less costly for us and making the best decision for the future. And the businesses are listening to the consumers, and I think that everybody just realizes that these are issues that we can't run away from, and that we all have to be moving forward in the same direction.
Very cool. Well, a perfect, poignant point to end our interview on. So thanks so much for joining me, Erica.
Again, happy Earth Day.
Yes, happy Earth Day.